Hey everyone, happy Trader Joe's Tuesday. We have an exciting night planned. I've never done this before, but tonight we are interviewing the CEO and co founder of Fruze Balls. And you guys know I am a humongous fan. I eat them every single day, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet the woman behind this brand because she is absolutely incredible. Her name is Cherie Jackson. I'm going to add her in, and we're going to interview her tonight and ask her all about Fruze Balls. So let me add her in, and we're going to get started. Okay. Say hi once you're on, and we are waiting for Cherie. Hi, Cherie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for joining us tonight on Trader Joe's Tuesday.
I am so thrilled to be here.
We cannot wait. You know how much I love Fruit Balls, but I am so
Thank
excited for
you.
everyone to meet the woman behind the brand and see how amazing you are as well.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Do you want to introduce yourself and let everyone know kind of where you're from and just a little bit of
Yeah,
background?
yeah, sure. So my name's Cherie Jackson. I'm the CEO for Fruze Balls. That just stands for Chief Everything Officer, so it's nothing very fancy. I'm originally from Australia, and I grew up in a little rural town called Nanango, which is a tiny little place. We used to call it the middle of everywhere, so it's a bit nicer than saying the middle of nowhere. But it's, yeah, I grew up with a really close, extended family. Um, and um, and but I've been living in the United States with my family now for about 13 years.
A lot like my counter. Fruit balls everywhere.
Good.
So we're gonna get into a lot of fruit balls talk too.
Excellent.
But I thought it'd be fun to start off with a lightning round, just quick questions, quick answers, so everyone can get to know you a little bit more. These will be fun.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay. And if you guys want to answer in the comments like what you would choose to, feel free. I love seeing everyone's answers. If you could have lunch with any celebrity, who would you choose?
Oh, gosh, there's so many. I'm a bit of a royal family nutter, like crazy. So I guess, William and Kate or Queen Elizabeth, that would be really cool. But if it wasn't as formal, then I think I'd love, like, I love Drew Barrymore. Like, I think she's so funny and I love her. Maybe like a table with Oprah and Drew and Reese Witherspoon. I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
I love that. Lots of powerful women.
Yeah, and just fun and interesting and doing, I think, all doing really great things in the world. Like that's, I love being called higher by people that are just doing the right thing.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's a perfect answer. You know I love Drew Barrymore too.
Yeah.
She's a good one. What's the last TV show that you binge watched?
Oh, it was the one about the Russian lady inventing Anna. I don't know if you saw that one. She was just so bold, and she just convinced everyone that she was this extraordinary heiress. And I don't know, like there was a lot of things that were very wrong about the way she did things, but I think her confidence was actually quite interesting. Like it was a really cool, interesting way to do things.
I agree. And I think she was so brilliant. I think she would have succeeded had she not lied and invented
Exactly.
herself into something
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Like her confidence was just, it's like, man, I really would love to have a little bit of that.
Yes, I think we all need a little bit of
Yeah.
for the good parts. What's a food that you could eat every day and not get sick of?
Oh my gosh. Fruit balls. I have to say fruit balls. Fruit balls and I think mangoes, like Australian mangoes, they are just so juicy and there's like tons of flesh on them and they're just amazing. I could never get sick of mangoes.
Is there a big difference between food from Australia and New Zealand and United States food that you've noticed?
Yeah, I guess, what's local here is really good, and what's local there is really good. Like Michigan cherries are just the best, for example. But, our mangoes that are native to, Queensland, where I'm from, there's nothing like them. There really isn't.
Oh man, now I have to travel there. That's next on my bucket list.
You do. You can
Sounds
stay at
fun.
my mum and dad's. I'll have you.
Perfect. Um, okay, what's your favorite way to end the day?
Oh, I'm pretty simple. Like, I think like, just cuddling up in bed with my husband and watching some Netflix or reading a good book. Like, I just love that whole, that chill out time. That's really my favorite.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Did you meet your husband in the United States or Australia?
No, no. I met him in Australia. He's actually from New Zealand. And I'd say he's a really big reason why Foosballs is successful. Like he's just honestly, he is the best of the best. So
That's incredible. Love that. Okay, last rapid fire question before we move into more Fru's talk. But we have to know, what are your top three Trader Joe's items that you just love?
oh my goodness, I love everything. Like if you look behind me, the plants. I my house is like a jungle, really. Like I have Trader Joe's plants everywhere. I really, really love right now the Norwegian crackers. I don't know if you've tried those.
No.
They are so good. They are so good.
Hmm.
And I think I also like, their no stir peanut butter. Again, it's a basic, but like that's the only place we'll buy our peanut butter. We just love that. Oh, and
Yes.
the candles. The candles are really good.
Amazing. They just came
Hmm.
out with their grapefruit one again, and that's a good one for
Yeah,
the spring.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that one.
Good choices. I'll have to add those crackers to my list. I have not tried them.
Yeah, they're really good.
Sounds good. Okay, let's get into some Fru's talk.
Sure.
You're the CEO. How did you
Yes.
get started with Fru's Balls, and did you always know that you wanted to do something like Fru's Balls, like create a food item?
Yeah. Yeah, I always knew that I wanted to like run my own business and I always wanted to do something that I could really have influence over. So lots of things happened in our lives, and I got to a point, or there was a point where I didn't have a job, and my one of my really good friends in New Zealand actually had created Balls. He's a vegan chef, and he'd made them in his cafes. So you know that they're good when they're created by a vegan chef, right? He's talented, and they have to taste good to last. So Jeremy made these yummy yummy balls, and then he saw an opportunity to take them to market. So he teamed up with another really good friend of ours who's an engineer. He made a special machine just for making balls, and so we were the first in the world to make these little ball snacks, and it became like a really great, a huge success in New Zealand. It's actually one of the number one healthy snack in New Zealand, and then anyway, I teamed up with Jeremy. I knew him he was the first to come and visit me when my babies were born, and we used to go camping as families together and everything when we lived in New Zealand. So really good friends. So we teamed up and brought Foosballs to the United States. So it started in the States in our basement, literally. It's that business with my kids being down there with us, and we're having, packing up variety boxes and sending them off to Amazon, and having the UPS truck back into the driveway every day. I'm sure the neighbors were wondering what on earth was going on, but that's how it started.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I think what's really unique about Fru's Balls too, especially the ones that you have in Trader Joe's, is that combination of the two fillings
Yes,
inside. I had never tried
absolutely.
anything like that before.
Yeah, so I have to show it off just in case no one's seen a foosball before, but that's what it looks like on the middle. And I literally just pulled that apart. That's our chocolate hazelnut one.
So good.
It's just, that's the special. that's the special secret to fruit balls, is because those two different fillings change the texture. It's not so dry. It just and it just we can do lots of cool creative flavors with two different fillings too.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So delicious. What is your biggest success with fruit balls? And have you had any like bumps along the road that you want to
Oh
share about?
yeah. There's oh definitely. So I mean, far and away, the biggest success was being accepted into Trader Joe's. That was the tipping point for the business for sure. And it was honestly a result of me sending a very cheeky email and just saying, "Hey, I stole your email address. Do you think you'd be interested in our snack from New Zealand?" And it went from there. It literally went from there. And so that was like the pinnacle moment in my entire career. And then when it first got launched into Trader Joe's, I remember walking into my local store, which is like LaGrange, walking down the store, and it felt like I was meeting my husband for the first time. You know, that dating sort of like, oh, it was so exciting. Like I nearly cried. Actually, I think I
Oh,
probably did when I saw it on the shelf. It's just really, really fabulous.
oh
So,
my
and in
gosh.
terms of bumps along the way,
Hmm.
nobody can start a business or run a business and not have a myriad of bumps all the time. There's from shipping issues to not getting your packaging or your ingredients in time, or having disagreements with the people that you work with. Those are all just things that happen. And there were plenty of times where we thought, oh, this is just too hard. But I'm really glad that we just kept going. So I think if I had any advice for anyone, it's just if you really believe that you've got something special, just keep going for it and just keep overcoming, keep trying. Yeah,
That's incredible. I have goosebumps hearing your story. I mean, one email was
it
the tipping
was.
point of your company, which is
It was.
incredible.
It was. And I was just, I know these guys, they get a million emails a day. And so, I'm just super grateful that they just decided to open my one. It was really good. Yeah.
And we are too. I mean, I'm so happy Fruit Balls are in Trader Joe's. They are
Oh, thank
amazing.
you.
So Fruit Balls has lots of flavors. I know that
Yeah.
there are the two in Trader Joe's, the chocolate hazelnut and the peanut butter and jelly.
Yep.
What other flavors do you have? And I asked my followers to ask you questions before the
All
interview.
good.
And the biggest question I received was, how can we get more flavors in Trader Joe's?
That is entirely up to you. So, one of the things I love most about Trader Joe's, there's nothing that I can do or any other company can do to manipulate their decision making. It's all based on their customers. They love their customers, they listen to their customers, and they're going to respond to you. So, if you really want more flavors in Trader Joe's, then you need to ask your store. Hopefully, the stores, if there's anyone listening, I hope that doesn't upset you, sending people your way. But and also just buy fruit balls so that they can see there's demand for it.
That's a perfect answer. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I love the lemon cheesecake flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I order these off Thrive a lot, and the blueberry crumble.
Yeah.
These would be incredible in Trader Joe's too. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And they're peanut free. I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
followers have peanut allergies. These two are peanut free, correct?
Yeah, they are. They're still made in the same factory as the ones that we use peanuts in. So if you're like super, super, super hypersensitive to peanuts, it's probably not the snack for you. But if it's just, if you can tolerate, obviously we do allergen clean downs and we're very strict about all of that. But yeah, those two have cashew butter.
So delicious.
Yes.
Speaking of flavors, are there any new flavors coming out in the Fruit
Yes.
Balls repertoire?
Actually, just today, it's become available on Amazon, but we have got this brand new flavor, and it is raspberry dark chocolate.
Oh
So,
gosh.
so it'll be in the 5 pack like that, and on Amazon, so you can buy packs of 8. So they're there now if you want to try them.
Oh my goodness. Well, you were nice enough to send some to me. And I figured it'd be so fun to try this brand new flavor on the live tonight. I've not tried it yet. I was waiting to
I hope you like
surprise you all.
it.
But like if I could think of a dream flavor, raspberry dark chocolate is right up my alley. I love
Yeah,
chocolate. So
yeah.
let's give this a try.
Okay.
And then I can post a link. The link is up on
Hmm.
Amazon for the
Hmm.
pack. Okay, I'll
It
post the
is.
link so
Yep,
you
yep.
guys can try this too.
So, like, this one has a raspberry jam and it has a chocolate sauce inside. And just like all of the other Frooze balls, it's gluten free. There's no added cane sugar. It's just sweetened with fruit.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. What do you think?
Oh my gosh. So good.
Yeah,
The raspberry tastes like you just like got fresh raspberries off the
yeah,
vine
yeah,
mixed with the chocolate.
yeah. Because
Oh my God.
it's real raspberries in there. That's why it just tastes so, so good. There's apples and pears and there's elderberry juice in this one as well. So yeah,
Oh my
lots
God.
of yummy, yummy ingredients.
I'm gonna have to have Jacob hide these for me because I'll probably eat this whole thing
I
tonight.
know, like I have to, this is what happens at my desk.
Hmm.
So they're so good.
Oh my goodness. Amazing. Wow. You've done it
Oh,
again.
oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
So good. Any other flavors? New flavors?
I do. There's
Okay.
one other flavor. This is a bit down the track, so I'm giving you a super, super preview, but this one's coming as well. So this is our caramel chocolate peanut butter,
Mm.
which is ridiculous. It's so good.
I
That's
didn't know
why
if it
that's
was,
why the tub is empty. So,
yeah.
but yeah, caramel chocolate peanut butter. We just introduced that one at Expo West, but it'll
So
be available sometime soon.
that one eventually will be on Amazon as well.
Yeah, it will. It will. I'd love that one in Trader Joe's. I think that'd be so fun with
Yeah,
the other two.
that's
Yeah.
a great combo. I'm gonna try that one too.
Hmm.
I didn't know if it was top secret yet. This is a dessert.
Yeah. It's a dessert, but it's still like it's just 50 calories in a ball. Like, it's all fruit and nuts.
I'm gonna show everyone the inside.
Yeah. Isn't
Caramel.
that
It tastes like a chocolate caramel cake.
I know.
Oh, gracious. Let's talk ingredients because you kind of started to talk about them.
Yeah.
For anyone that's like concerned about calories or natural flavors or likes to read like their ingredients, can you kind of explain
Hmm.
the ingredients and nutrition in Bruise Balls?
Yeah, you bet. So we're not like a low calorie food, and we've never tried to be, and we never will be. And that's because we use nuts. So there's peanut butter, there's cashew butter. It's really good, healthy food. But I think the most important thing is it's a really good quality, nourishing food. And I really love to think of food now more than just being nutritious, because that seems really serious and hard sometimes. But think about nourishment. Think about enjoying your food and choosing food that serves you well, if you like. So it's food that literally makes you feel good, it tastes good. And usually that happens to be, whole food, plant-based food, but just enjoy your food. I think calorie counting and being restrictive and it just, yeah, it just makes life a lot harder than it has to be.
Yeah, focusing on like just what makes you feel good. And
Yeah.
I know I always eat Bruise Balls right before my workout. I go to Orange Theory, so it's a pretty intense workout. And
Yeah.
eating a couple Bruise Balls before, and then of course I finish the pack after, just gives me that energy for the morning and my workout.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
it's
amazing.
great. You've nourished your body, you've given it energy, you've replenished. Like those are all really great things. And you've chosen to move and rest. So, those are all ways of just nourishing yourself.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you touch a little bit on natural flavors and what those
Hmm.
are? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we add natural flavors in our products to help differentiate the flavors. That's the first thing. The other thing is we want our products to taste really, really good. So sometimes there's variation in natural ingredients, and we want to have you have to have a really consistent experience with our products as much as we can. But the good thing about the natural flavors that we use is that they're made in New Zealand. In New Zealand, we have some of the strictest food laws in the world. We are non-GMO and coast certified. So all of our ingredients, including the natural flavors, have to go through that process of being analyzed. They also have to follow our rules, you know, no sugar, gluten-free, vegan, like those are absolute non-negotiables for us. So yeah, so that's a little bit of an explanation. But they're distilled, you know, they're distilled down like concentrates of lemon juice, for example, or concentrates of just different, you know, nuts or spices, things like that.
That makes perfect sense. I think
Yeah.
sometimes in the United States we see natural flavors and things like Cheetos, and we just have no idea what it is, but
Yes.
just
Yeah.
enhances
Yeah.
the flavor, and it truly sounds like it is natural.
It is. It absolutely has to be. Yep. Has to, as I said, we've got really strict guidelines that we put in place. It's like we're putting it in our body and I'm putting it in my children's body. So, you know, I want it to be good. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate that a lot. Um, okay, are fruit balls in every single store across the country? And if people can't find them in their store, what can they do?
They should be. They should be in every Trader Joe's in the country. They're in with the protein bars. So if you haven't found them, that might be, you know, you're just not looking in the right spot. If you can't find them, go and ask a crew member. And you know how wonderful the crew are at Trader Joe's. They'll always be willing to help you find them. And if they don't have them, you know, on the shelf, then that prompts them to reorder, I guess. So yeah.
That's perfect. So protein bar section, and
Yep.
then my crew members either love me or they hide when they see me because I ask them for everything. I've had them actually go get like boxes of fruit balls for me too. So if they're unloading the truck, they can always check on the truck if they just
Yeah.
arrived or track them down in the store too.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Okay,
for sure.
perfect. Okay, so what is your favorite fruit balls flavor?
It's lemon cheesecake. It just is. I love. It's kind of a little marmalade and it's a bit, you know, the cashew butter combination is just so good, and it just whenever I bite into a lemon cheesecake fruitball, it just makes me feel like I'm in my grandma's kitchen and just sitting with her having a cup of tea. It just brings back some really lovely childhood memories. So yeah, I love the lemon cheesecake.
That one is so bright and delicious. It's
Yeah,
very
bright's a good description for it. Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Is there
What about
anything?
you? What's
Oh,
your
what's
favorite flavor?
that's a hard question. Honestly, after trying this one,
Mm,
the raspberry
yeah,
dark chocolate,
yeah,
incredible. At Trader Joe's, I talk about this a lot. I love the chalk hazelnut. I think I just have such a sweet tooth. I love, love, love the chocolate.
yes,
I
yeah,
could like
yeah.
break this apart and eat the chocolate with a spoon. It's so good.
It is. It's delicious. Jeremy's actually sent me a jar before of just the chocolate sauce. So,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, yes, yes way.
That might be a great thing to sell. Jars of the
Yeah,
chocolate spread, the
I know.
raspberry.
Oh yeah. Well, the raspberry one, I mean, that is such a yummy. That would be so nice with some of the Trader Joe's ice creams and stuff. That would be
Delicious,
really good. Yeah.
delicious. Is there anything that you wanted to share or any questions you saw pop up? The chat moved
Um,
pretty quick, but
it did. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat because I knew I'd get totally distracted. But no, I just really want to thank everybody that has ever bought a packet of Froze balls. Like it's your support, you're literally supporting my family, and I'm incredibly grateful. And I just want to, yeah, just thank you for your support. Also, I think, I don't know, like there's been so many women in particular that have really helped me, um, you know, and just continue to support me. And I'm just so filled with gratitude for all of those, especially the first buyer at Trader Joe's that took it on. She was just amazing, and she knew that she was going to transform our lives with her decision. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
I love that, Cherie. I don't
Thank
know if
you.
you knew this, but you were my very first brand that I ever partnered with. And I will never forget that you said to me, women need to support women in this business.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me too. So it's so great to
Oh,
see how successful you've been. And I'm so happy to partner with you and just share your amazing product with everyone in Trader Joe's. So
thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you, Kelsey. I didn't know that I was. So, and I know you only took it on because you actually did like it. So it's, yeah, so thank you.
Of course. I will save this live so everyone can watch it again. And I will link your brand new flavor, the chocolate, the dark chocolate, raspberry dark chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
on Amazon so everyone can try that as well. This was so
Yay.
fun though. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's really great to spend some time with you. So
You
thank you.
too. Have a good night. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for
Okay,
watching.
bye-bye.